plans are getting back to school items, supplies, getting the kids out shopping. And with back to school comes a lot of other factors that we probably don't want to consider but must consider. That's a giant lice. Yeah, that's a full-grown lice right there. We are talking about the lice, and the Lice Squad is here to be able to help us with that. Paula Nason joining us. Great to have you back on the show.
Thank you very much.
So this is a reality. It's going to come. You're going to possibly get that letter home from the class saying a student in the class has, you know, something's happened, and this is what you deal with every day.
We do. Yep. And back to school, you're right, is one of the heaviest seasons for lice. There's 3 prime times during the year where we see a spike in this, but definitely back to school is the busiest time of year for head lice. Kids are, you know, off to camps and visiting, and families are traveling all through the summer. And if parents aren't aware that they've brought some extra visitors from their travels, then those visitors get into the school, and it just runs rampant very quickly.
And it's very difficult to stop the process, especially once it starts. And so that's where you guys come in, right?
Yes.
And I'm going to show you in a second, but I've had to use your services. So go through the process a little bit if you can.
Of the service?
Well, yes, because you know, we're looking at prevention right now, and you guys you are able to do it, and then you're wanting people at home to be able to search through it and do it.
One of our best services for this time of year that we can offer parents is our website, chock-a-block full of education, identifying whether your child actually has lice or not, all kinds of information out there so that parents don't panic, and they can deal with this in a systematic, very easy approach.
Can I just add, are there preventative measures? Is there a chance of having prevention for this?
Okay. Yes, we should speak about that because of the back to school issues. So things you want to do with your family are, when your girls go to school with long hair, it's really important that they have that hair tied up. It's got to be in braids, ponytails, buns are actually the best. Your long hair is actually a highway for them to get to your head. So hair up. Never share hats and hair accessories with girls. Also, jackets and backpacks can be a source of this traveling around. So definitely kids need to be taught personal space and keep their items to themselves. Definitely sports equipment, you know, anything that you would wear on your head for a sports related.
And
they should have their own.
It'll last how long? Because to be able to wipe things down, how long will lice?
24 to 48 hours off of a human host
that it can last.
Your environment. So, you know, the environment is not the problem, it's the head. So spend your time dealing with the lice, not your home.
And I think people need, there's a misconception that it's a dirty thing, and the kids aren't clean. Okay, so I'm going to be honest, we had to use it. We got the call home from school, and we were able to find, I think we counted 4 or 5 of the eggs had planted. So here's pictures of Jamie and Andy in our house getting the treatment done, because you want to be able to ensure that you're getting rid of absolutely everything.
That's key.
Because the key also is this, that people do it, but then it comes back very easily.
I always say, in the game of lice, nothing but 100% is good enough.
Okay. Yeah. And that's what you were ensured. We literally had to count, and we went through strand by strand.
Yeah. And it is a process. Parents sometimes think that there's some magical topical treatment out there that they can put on, and you know, 10 minutes, half an hour later, their problem is solved. But the reality is, it's a process, and as you experienced, it isn't a one-shot deal. You do have to stay at it and keep on top of it for a little bit of time.
I remember there are some things to go through, so you've got the really good combs to be able to manage through, and that you'll be able to pick them out.
Another key thing, you know, if you are dealing with this, parents, get yourself a good quality nit removal tool. It will really save you all the frustration in the world.
And the cleaning.
And get rid of this much quicker.
The one thing though is you just really have to throw a lot of things in the dryer, get them on high heat to be able to do that. You don't have to actually wash everything.
No,
right?
and
I learned
that's
that.
where, yes.
Check to the website. There's a ton of information, and if you can, get the professionals in to be able to make sure the whole house is kind of swept clean.